Hello, and what is up, guys? My name is Jager-M from Screencasterz. Doing kind of a variant on my Chaos Dragons again. This isn't an update to the ones I play in real life, my own standard build. And weirdly enough, this is actually the standard build for Chaos Dragons. From what I know. I played Chaos Dragons for a long time, and typically this is gonna be the build you'll be going against when you're going against someone else besides me who plays Chaos Dragons. Knowing me, my builds are a lot different than other people's, so bear that in mind. Um, but once again, this is not an update to the ones I play in real life. This is merely a variant on a different way you can play Chaos Dragons. But this is more of a traditional build, the one that most people play, and if you're going against them, this is the deck you'll be going against. So without further ado, let's get started. This is a lot more standard build, and I'll be going a little bit in depth with the picks. One Red MD, one Dad, and one BLS. Kind of self-explanatory. These are the best monsters in the deck. I'm gonna bring them out as soon as possible. It gets tiring explaining those guys each and every time. 3 Light Pulsar, and 1 Dark Flare this time. I felt the need for 1 Dark Flare in this build at least. It's pretty good with Queen Dragoon Djinn. You can bring it back and stuff. But yeah, I really like the 3 Light Pulsar overall in any Chaos Dragon deck. It's kind of a standard. Dark Flare is just something cool you can bring back into Darkwood Mill. We don't play the Shaddoll's in this build, so an extra Dark that's also a Dragon as synergy with the deck is really good. And sometimes I've been able to resolve its second effect, just not as often as I would like. Double Chaos Sorcerer, and double Gores. And now I know Chaos Sorcerer is at 3 in the most recent ban list that came out. However, honestly, Chaos Sorcerer at 3 kind of clogged for me. And weirdly enough, this is kind of his deck, the Chaos deck, that he clogged in, because so many freaking times I drew 3 of them and nothing to mill with, and like, fuck. It was just such a bad feeling, but at 2 he's still doing pretty well. I can understand the need for 3. Honestly, if you want to have a 3rd Chaos Sorcerer, you can cut the Dark Flare for him. I don't mind. It's a matter of preference, but on-the-spot banishing is really good, and I do like him. He's good for your rank 6 XYZs, as well as a good high-level monster for synchroing with. And double Gores. Gores, I freaking love Gores. I don't play my main build because I do have a lot of things I like to set, like Road Decrees and stuff. But in this build we don't. Cool thing, I like the Ultra Gores the most out of all the rarities of Gores. It's kind of like Goku. Like, this is base Goku, and Ghost Gores, it's kind of like Super Saiyan Goku. I know. I really like Gores. He's one of my favorite hand traps ever. Yeah, behind Max C. I freaking love Max C, but Gores is way up there. He's like a chaos monster, sort of. But he's really good. He stops the ODK, and I really do like him. He's also level 7, so you can synchro him and Global to make Scrap Dragon, things like that. So for the big monsters, onto the smaller ones. Double Black Baby Dragon, double White Baby Dragon, 1 Eclipse Wyvern. If we ever get our Chaos Emperor Dragon back, which we will once he gets the errata in the TCG in the next ban list, because things like that, whenever he comes out. 1 Eclipse Wyvern is doing good. If the more Chaos Emperor Dragons we get, since at the moment we have 0, the more Eclipse Wyverns I'll be adding in. I'll have to fiddle with that a little bit. But yeah, as for these guys, they're good for your rank 4 play, as well as synchro plays. I've been explaining these guys non-stop. I love these guys. Yeah. But yeah, and they're floaters, and they work in grave if you ever mill them. Onto Light Sworns, 3 Raiden, double Lila, double Lumina, and a Felice. Honestly, you can cut the Felice for a Wolf or any other Light Sworn you feel the need for it, like for the 3rd Lumina or the 3rd Lila. I just like Felice as it's a really fun thing to mill out, more of a sackier play. But I like Felice. It's a tuner. It can mill for you and pop a card, which is really good if you mill it with a monster effect, which is your main way of milling in this deck. So yeah, you can get on the field and it's pretty good. I really do like it. And it has a lot of synergy with the Baby Dragon, so there's that. Lumina brings things back. Raiden mills for you. You can also synchro him with Chaos Sorcerer to make Leo. That's pretty good. And Lila pops back row. So that's pretty good. That's it for the Light Sworns of the deck. The main source of lights. On the rest of the monsters. Double Card Trooper. Card Trooper, I don't use him in my main build. I'm considering it though. Because he's an Earth for Shikanaga. But in this build, he mills 3 for you, and it mills as cost. So even if they do Effect Veiler him, he'll still get his mill. He just won't gain the attack boost. And if he's destroyed by battle, you get to draw a card. He's only at 2 of the ban list. I would try 3. if he went up, but I like 2 right now. He's a good first turn play if you're running a little bit slow, but the fact that he also draws you card, it's kind of like a mini mathematician, but he's has a lot more synergy. Quantity over quality in this build. Double Place for a Zombie, 1 Birdman, and 1 Global for this tuners. I like playing in this deck now that I'm maining Chaos Sorcerer in this build, so it gives you access to Beals. I don't run Void Ogre in this build, but if you run it, he gives you access to that. And yeah, it makes a lot of level 8 synchros. It's really good. Birdman's a very skillful card, in my opinion. There's a lot of cool, weird combo plays, like you can Lumina on the field, discard to bring back your Lila pop a card, bounce the Lumina with Birdman, synchro with the Lila, and the Birdman to make Michael, because Lila is a light, and you'll still have that Lumina in hand for next play to do it all over again if you'll need for it. He's pretty good, and a dark, so if you mill him, he's pretty good. Glow Bulb, the standard tuner for this deck, honestly. I really like it, only at 1 though, because once per duel, but yeah, a lot of cool things. Makes your 4s into level 5 synchros, makes your level 6 monsters into level 7 synchros. So that's it for the monsters, onto the spells. Double Solar Recharge. Double Charge the Light Brigade. Pretty standard. Some people like 3 Solar Recharge. I like 2. If you play more Light Sworns, I can see the need for it. But since I'm only having, let's see here, 2. So I only have 8 Light Sworns. 2 is doing good for me. And Charge means that you can search your target for a Solar Recharge. So that's pretty good. Any mills 3 for you and search it out whatever you need. Hopefully mill out a Raiden so you can bring out Lumina and do the Michael play. So for the 2-ofs, on for the 1-ofs. 1 Raigeki, 1 Soul Charge, and 1 free of each burial. Raigeki's for the board wipe, Soul Charge lets you come back, establish those really strong boards. Pretty cool. Foolish Burial, you can set that Wyvern, that lasts Light for BLS, that lasts Dark for Dark Armed. And Burial is really nice. I'm thinking about maining it in my actual Chaos Dragons, because it's just so good, especially with the Chaos Sorcerers. If you bump Chaos Sorcerer to 3, this card becomes a lot more powerful. But as of now, you do banish a lot, and the fact you can recycle them, put them back in gray, put back those Plague Spreaders, it's really good. I really like it. So it for the spells on the traps, we just do 2. Breakthrough Skill. Since this is the standard build, Breakthrough Skill is kind of a staple in it. It's millable. It works twice. It's really good. That's it for the main deck. Onto the extra deck. Onto the XYZs. Do 1 Levier, 1 Dante, 1 Queen Dragoon de Jin, and 1 Utopia Beyond. These are the ones you go into, kind of, that you have access to. Chaos Sorcerer and Light Pulsar can make this guy really easy. Also, if you'll need to make Goyo and Light Pulsar, this can do it for you. Sometimes I feel the need for Beyond, solely because there'll be a monster, or there's a lot of monsters on their opponent's side of the field, like Pendulums. It makes them all have 0 attacks, so it makes all the biggest monsters in the game 0. It's pretty good. And non-targeting, so that's pretty good. Queen Dragoon de Jin, you can bring back your dragons, a lot of cool things you can do with them. As to your synchro plays, it's a really skillful card. I am thinking about maining my actual Chaos Dragons, but that is a discussion for another day. Dante, he mills 3 for you. You can make him with Birdman, Lumina. A lot of cool things you can do with him. I like Dante. He's hard to make, but he's so worth it. The 2500 defense, 2500 attack when you mill 3 is really good. Levier, bring back your banished stuff. It's level 4 or lower. Basically kind of like a mini burial, but just a little bit better because it special summons them. Pretty good. Kind of like a stand-in for the Volvo Chain because it does further your plays. On for the rest of the deck, since we don't run Shadal Fusion, onto the Synchros. 1 Armadis for level 5 and 1 Goyo for a level 6. You don't make 5s often in this build. So just 1 Armadis. You can try Catastor or the Librarian SL Synchron thing, but as for this build, the more standard build, try to keep it simple, so 1 Armadis is the best one to ever need. Goyo Garden, still a really powerful card. 2800 attack that can steal your opponent's girl is really good, and yeah, I like him. On to level 7s, 1 Black Rose Dragon, double Michael. These are the only ones you can go into most of the time. You could put a Clear Wing. I don't have one, but if you feel the need for it, you can cut like one of the Michaels or the Black Rose for it. But Michael is still a really powerful card, especially with the Glow Bulb. Use it with Light Pulsar, make them. You can make them with the Raiden Lumina play. You can make them with the Birdman Lila play I talked about. Really cool things you could do with them. So yeah, he banishes a card. He's a dragon, so you can bring it back with your Red MD. He mills for you. I already do like this card. Black Rose, blow up your opponent's field. Blows up the Pendulum Scales, blow up your field. Doesn't matter because you spam a lot more monsters than they think you can. So for the 7s, onto the 8s. 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Stardust Spark Dragon, 1 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, and 1 Beals of the Diabolic Dragons. You can make Beals with, what is it, Plague Spirit Zombie. And like, what is it, Chaos Sorcerer and Light Pulsar. A lot of cool things you do with them. Beals is a win condition on himself. You bring him out. He baits out a lot of powerful cards, like Solemn Warning and things of the sort. He's really powerful. Most road decks don't have an answer to Beals. They don't have that 1-on-1 or Castell already used up. And if they already used them, fine. That's less of those to get rid of our real monsters, you know? So Beals is really good. He's a baiter. He's the master baiter, if you know what I mean. Anyway, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend. He's generic Beals, basically. For the 3,000 attack, he also has a board wipe, which is really nice. Stardust Spark, you can protect your Red MD when you feel the need for it. Scrap Dragon, you can pop your Light Pulsar if Red MD is in grave. Light Pulsar goes to grave, pop your opponent's card. Light Pulsar effect kicks off, brings back Red MD. Use Red MD's effect to bring back the Light Pulsar. It's really trolly, and I really like it. Scrap Dragon, I found, is actually a staple in this deck. I actually like it so much. And on to the last of the synchros, we do 1 Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, and 1 Leo, Keeper of the Sacred Tree. Kind of your higher level monsters. You gotta go out of your way to make Trish, but it's so worth it in the end. And Leo is so easy to make, it should be illegal in this deck. You can also try a more tribute-oriented deck with Caius, Monarch Stormforth, another Dark Flare maybe. So yeah, that is the standard Chaos Dragon deck profile, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a little bit different from my normal build, and I hope you guys appreciate it. This is a variant. One more time, this is not an update to my actual build. This is a variant of Chaos Dragons. So please bear that in mind in your comments and stuff. So yeah, if you have any comments, suggestions, how I can improve the traditional variant build of Chaos Dragons, please comment down below. If you have any comments, suggestions for any new videos or anything you guys want to see, comment down below. I'll always be responding. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the description to follow us on Twitter and like the Facebook page where most of our updates are done. And don't forget to watch the next video. Have a nice day, guys. Jager-M signing out. See ya.